You're inside of Chicago's Fashion Week 2018. You're watching Girl Version. Don't forget to subscribe.
We are here, day one, for Chicago's Fashion Week, and we are in this beautiful, beautiful place at the Volvo dealership here in Northfield, Illinois. And this is Richard, who has allowed us and this wonderful place and with the people and the designers, and he helped out a community-based organization today to have this event, correct?
That's correct. We actually have many dealers throughout the area. We're Fields Automotive Group, and we host nonprofit events all throughout the year, so we're happy to have them here today.
That is absolutely wonderful. What is the most important part to you as far as giving back? Since that it seems as this is something repetitive for your organization, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been involved in giving back for over 15 years. We give our dealerships for no charge to nonprofits so they can host their events and maximize their opportunity to make the most amount of money they can.
Absolutely amazing. And for Fashion Week, can you tell us how that might be a little bit special for you?
Well, it's something we actually have never done before, so it's very unique. We usually host school fundraisers and big charity events and balls and galas and stuff. So this is very unique, and you'll see the setup. It's something we've never done before, so it's very exciting for us.
Wonderful. So your venue is actually available for renting and things of that nature for others as well?
Yeah, there's no cost for a nonprofit, so we do allow people to use it. There's no cost. We have 6 dealerships throughout the Chicago area, so they can actually call any of our dealerships and ask if it's available to use, and then we would coordinate it based on the year.
Richard, and can you please tell us a little bit more about your actual dealership as well, and go ahead and provide some information for the people so that way they can look for you or your company and organization?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Fields Automotive Group, we have 6 locations throughout Chicago, mostly on the North Shore. We're in Northfield right now. We have 3 in Northfield, 1 over here in Glencoe, 1 in Glenview, as well as 1 in the city, and 1 in Winnetka.
Well, Richard, on behalf of the community, the public, and Girl Version, and everyone else involved, I definitely want to say thank you. That's huge. Everyone does not have a heart for non-for-profits and for giving back, and once some people make it to a certain point, or some organizations, they don't understand how important that is. So kudos to you and your organization for that. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
So if I could tell you anything today, live your truth. Because without truth, you're going to face rejection. And with truth, we have organized this April, this week, is the last show that Fashion Bar will be pushing. Starting in October, Fashion Business Alliance will take over. New York Fashion Week during spring and fall, they do 230 shows that helps them generate $900 million that has a brand identity. Chicago's brand identity: architecture, food, sport, financial, homicide, crime, and corruption. It's not funny. And the reason why it's not funny is because fashion, beauty, and wellness will combat every negative that Chicago's been identified for. And the Fashion Business Alliance, this group that has been identified, that is as diverse as this group, will push for it, will strive in it, and will help create the identity that Chicago and the state of Illinois needs.
Welcome. We are here once again, Chicago's Fashion Week, day one. We have Tracy with Miss Accordia, Heart of Mercy, and She is going to tell us a little bit more about her role and her passion as to why she's here today.
Well, good afternoon. It's very exciting to be here at Fields Volvo car dealership for this event. Misericordia is a home for special needs children and young adults. We home 600 young kids to adults with special needs and learning disabilities. I'm on the auxiliary board. I'm an ex-president of the auxiliary, and we have many events that we run to raise a lot of money for the home.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you have a lot of history with this organization.
I have been on the board for 15 years, and it's just a great cause run by Sister Rosemary Conley, who started the organization over 50 years ago.
That's amazing. Well, today we're here, of course, representing Fashion Week. So can you tell us a little bit about your excitement and why it was important to be in connection with Fashion Week?
Just exciting to be here to see what's new in fashion. The sun is shining, and I think we're finally ready for spring.
Absolutely. We finally got some good weather in Chicago. Last but certainly not least, if you can just tell us a little bit more about your passion and why it is important to remember those who may need more assistance and to make sure that we don't forget about people. Sometimes we tend to forget about people in this world, and I just truly am honored to be here with you and your company who's representing that exact idea. Can you just tell us why that's so important?
Well, it's so important these days because there's really no outlet for these these kids and young adults that have a place to go where they get the continuum care from birth to their, the very end of their life. And there's not many facilities that have it, and it's not solely run on donation dollars. We do get a little help from the government, but we are really, really appreciative of all those that contribute to us. And I mean, one good example is this weekend, coming on Friday and Saturday, is our Big Candy Days. You'll see people around the community, Chicagoland and whatnot, raising money, collecting coins, and we raise over $1 million in coins just donated, people throwing their money out of their car.
Wow. Can you tell our audience a little bit more about that, how they can get involved just in case they don't see anyone who can help them with that?
Go on the website and misericordia.com to donate, or if you'll see people on street corners with their little cans and giving out Jelly Bellies. So it's a fun 2 days.
That's amazing. And how many residents is the home able to hold or assist?
The home can assist 600 residents, and we have 300 on the wait. And it's just kind of a one of a kind facility. And it's on Ridge Avenue in Chicago, and started by our nun, Sister Rosemary.
Amazing. Can you provide our audience with the information in case they wanted to ever donate or provide some sort of support to your organization, please?
Absolutely. Go on the website. We've got a great website, misericordia.com. Couldn't be any simpler than that.
That's right. And this is absolutely amazing. Again, they are one of the highlighted sponsors here today, and it has been an absolute pleasure to speak to Tracy. And I just want to say thank you on behalf of everyone for always remembering and keeping in mind those who need assistance that may not be able to always help themselves.
Thanks for being including us as well. Appreciate your time today.
Hello, we are here at Chicago's Fashion Week. Once again, day one. It is an absolute pleasure to be here at Volvo in Northfield. And we are here with Jane, who represents Jane X. And I want her to tell you about her amazing brand.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jane X.
Jane, can you tell us about your most inspirational piece that's going to be on the floor today?
In my collection, I have 14 parts of my collection. The first one is the summer and spring. Another one is the winter. And I have the two special one is the Chinese fusion and the bridal dress.
Wow, that sounds amazing. We can't wait to see it. Can you tell us how you became inspired to be a designer? What was your inspiration?
Design is my dream. In my when I little, that's my dream. So I should make my dreams come true.
That's so awesome. We're finally getting some sunshine here in Chicago. So can you tell us about your summer 2018 color? Do you have a particular color that is being inspired or that you are being inspired by to push for this season?
I will have some like the light blue and green and some light beige color.
Okay, and tell us why you're excited to be here today.
That's my second collection, so I really want like present like house look like my custom design, and also I really want like so the Chinese fusion collection because like I using like Chinese fabric to make my design for like the evening gown. So it's a really special piece.
And so the evening gowns represent the collection that's going to be here tonight. Oh, I'm super excited. If there were children around, what would you say to a child that is inspiring to be a designer? What would be some words you would have?
Follow what you want, follow your dreams. That's what I'm looking right now.
That's what you're doing
Yeah.
right now. Well, Jane, we are super excited to have you. You're absolutely beautiful. We know that you're going to do a great job today and that your pieces are going to just knock everyone's socks off. So we appreciate you and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You all, I do not want to halt this introduction. I am here with Luca, working with Tony. He works with Tony, you all, and he is on the board for Fashion Week. Yes, the board of Fashion Week. So I don't want to take up any more time, and I just want him to explain how this came about and why this is so important.
Yeah, definitely. It's actually, we're looking at a great opportunity here to bring fashion, really not even bring fashion to Chicago. Fashion's been here. It's really putting Chicago on a tier 1 map of the fashion business in the world. Right up there with New York, with Paris, London, LA, all the top fashion shows around the world, putting Chicago right there on the map. And that's what we're working to bring starting today.
Absolutely. We have a full week ahead. And can you tell me how you're feeling on the inside about day one? Right now, we're in Northfield. We're here at the Volvo dealership, which looks absolutely amazing. Can you tell me what you're feeling right now?
You know, it's a lot of excitement, really. There's a lot of energy here. You can actually see there's a bigger crowd than there was even last October. So really, the publicity is just building upon itself, the popularity. A lot of the fashion groups are coming together and seeing what we're actually doing and what we're working towards. And it's just great. It's a great fashion community here in Chicago that's coming together in this great week.
It is. We have some beautiful people here, don't we? And designers and models and just in general. Can you tell me what we can expect this week? You were on the marketing team, you're on the board, you're pretty much on the oversight of everything. Can you let us know what we can expect this week?
Yeah, we've got some great designers this time. We've got a lot of local designers that are just fabulous. We've got some student designers that we're helping them just bring them to light, bring them to the public. Models that are, some are veteran models that have just been walking for a long time. Some are, this is their first time, and we've worked with them on how to walk, how to present the designers' outfits. So it's a lot of excitement actually here that you're going to actually see, and it's a lot of local things. So it's not something that you're going to see and then think, oh, I can never buy that. Every one of these designers, you're going to actually be able to buy things from. It's ready to go. That's how great these designs are. So fantastic.
Well, the organization that is also being sponsored and a very key community-based organization, Misericordia, what is the connection with that? I just want to give kudos to you and your team for teaming up with them. That's such an important cause.
Yeah, we're looking to be a much more responsible network here for fashion. Open transparency on how the clothes are made. We're actually working towards making sure that the clothes are going to start being made here and produced in Chicago. There's a great market for that here, and a lot of jobs that we can actually bring to the market. And this philanthropy that we're teaming up with is actually a great catalyst to actually bridge that for us and just be much more responsible.
Absolutely. Luca, it's been amazing. I don't know how you're feeling as far as all these amazing people, but the passion and, like you said earlier, the energy is absolutely insane. I'm so excited. I have butterflies in my stomach. I don't even know what to expect. But I definitely want you to offer our audience and those who may be watching information about your organization in case they want to see where you're going and the visions and stay connected.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we're open to talking to everybody, whether it's sponsors, designers, you're a model wanting to break into the fashion industry. We've got a lot of makeup and hair and nail folks in the back working frantically. And a lot of these people are actually, again, wanting to get into the industry, but a lot of them are veterans as well right there. So definitely open up, talk to us. We're very much open on creative ideas that people want to bring to us. There was a nail beautician that actually came to us, and she wanted to do some very unique nails that are only done in certain parts of the world. So we're actually looking forward to that. She's going to be, I think, on the Sunday show and maybe one other show that we're bringing her to. So it's unique ideas like that we're wanting to bring here. It's also the diversity. That's another thing that's very unique to our show versus all the other fashion shows, is the diversity that we're bringing with the various nationalities and races and genders all in this one show. So it's and a responsibility. So again, it's a lot of excitement. There's so much to talk about and so much to do. And my job is going to be cut out for marketing and getting the message out on all of this from this week, and then all up getting ready for next October as well.
Well, you're doing an amazing job getting the word out, I'll tell you that. And you mentioned the key word diversity and just embracing everything and everyone, and that is super key. So I'm so glad that you talked about that. If you could inspire a child who might be interested in any facet that's being represented here today or one that you've mentioned, what would it be?
You know, it's definitely reach out, reach out, see what your dreams are. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to design the next little black dress, the great tie, or something that is just going to be that fashion statement next? I would definitely say reach out to us. Have us connect you with the right people. We're going to be working a lot with the students, like we are with the designers from different universities around town, different students that are looking to get into production and actual outfit designs. Definitely reach out to us. I mean, we've got a lot that we want to definitely offer, whether it's through the philanthropy or actually putting them into the show. So.
Well, I know that we'll be getting started soon. I don't want to take up more of your time, but you've been absolutely amazing. So if it's one key thought that you could leave from your board, your ideas, your passion, what would that one thought be?
It's Chicago fashion. Everyone's beautiful here, so.
I like that. Hashtag Chicago fashion, everyone's beautiful here. I love it. It has been an absolute pleasure speaking with you, and I look forward to communicating with you a little bit later today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Once again, we are here at Chicago's Fashion Week, day one in the beautiful Northfields at the Volvo dealership, and we are here with Diane Pathew from Channel 7.
It's so good to meet you.
Oh my God.
You look beautiful, by the way.
You are beautiful.
How do you feel? You feel good?
I feel amazing.
I feel good too.
Yeah.
It's a feel-good fashion event, right? Like, nobody can walk in and not feel pretty and not feel ready and energized to talk about, look, fashion in Chicago, we know it exists. There is talent in this city. We just have to not only embrace it, but expose it. And I think this is one of those programs that does that, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. First of all, I want to talk about this beauty for one moment. Do you see this outfit that she's wearing? She is so pretty.
So I try as much as I can to buy local. So Red Carpet Boutique is a local shop in Morton Grove, a suburb of Chicago, for those of you watching outside of Chicago. And the owner thrives to try and bring as many different quality couture clothing to her shop. It's a small shop, it's locally owned, it's locally run, and so I try and do as much of that as possible, because that too is Chicago fashion.
Absolutely, and we were speaking with Luca from the board, and that's exactly what he was saying. He was saying that they're trying to stay local and just really tell everyone and show everyone how Chicago has all these amazing talents within it in itself if we would just expose it. We are connected today here with Miss Accordia, and that is the community-based organization. Can you tell us what that means to you to be connected?
I have a major connection, and I'm going to tell you what that major connection is. So Misericordia, I am born and raised in Rogers Park. Anybody that lives in Rogers Park, anybody that has spent any time in Rogers Park knows Misericordia, knows when they stop you at the traffic light to get the change, give you the jelly beans, give you the little red thing to put in your car. Everyone knows Misericordia. What maybe not everybody does know is how much they help adults and people of all ages with any kind of physical disability. And I'm talking about disability from several different ranges. Misericordia has a long history here in the city of Chicago. If you've never been to the building, you need to stop by that building and you need to go and visit, because they are a sensational organization doing such good in this city, and they will continue to do so with our support. And that's why I fell in love with the fact that Misericordia is a part of this today. That is just so... It takes this event to another level.
It does. And we spoke with Tracy from there earlier, and she was just very, very passionate about the entire cause, the movement, and it's really touching. And I was mentioning to her that everyone does not remember people who can't always do for themselves, and it's just absolutely amazing that they do.
Yeah, and here's the thing with Misericordia, and I'm sure that she said the same thing. What they do in that community, because there's also housing as well, is they try and give them an environment where they feel like they can do. And that's the beauty of it. And so all of this proceeds are going to Misericordia. How do you lose? There's no losing. It's win-win. It's fashion and it's charity. It's the two most beautiful things in this city.
And we have a beautiful day today. And can you tell us what is your most exciting thought about right now? So as far as passion goes and what we're about to embark upon and see, can you tell us how you're feeling and what's exciting for you?
So I got a chance to meet, and I don't want to give too much away, but I got a chance to meet the designers. And there's so much youth and sophistication in each of these designers. And they have so much imagination. They have so much love and creativity to give. And this is their platform to do it.
Absolutely.
Right, we are providing them a platform to showcase their own love and creativity. And what an honor that is that we get to be witness to that. Yeah.
I'm sure that you're humble, because I can tell, but you're absolutely beautiful. But to anyone that is aspiring or in just someone who's wanting to be in the fields of fashion or news or designer, or any of these fields here, what is some advice that you would give to someone who is thinking about it and who may have a dream about becoming to that level one day? I want you to break it down.
Break it down, to be honest with you, because many people told me I couldn't.
Yes.
Many people told me I could not, and now I'm standing here next to you.
Right.
So I feel like that's proof.
Absolutely.
So you're going to have hurdles. You're going to have obstacles. You're going to have a lot in your path. That's not going to matter, because if you believe, you will receive. So just believe in yourself and receive the good is about to come, because it is about to come, and it's going to come flooding down.
Yes,
Yep.
I love that. What an inspiration. So we're here at a fashion show and we're getting inspiration. So much to have in store today. It is so awesome to meet you. I thank you for your time. You're absolutely amazing, and thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Chicago Fashion Week. I can't tell you how excited I am. The energy that is in this building. We're here at Volvo in Northfield, and we are here with one of the key and amazing, just inspirational, you all. This is Avery, and I want him to tell you a little bit about himself and his designs.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Avery Green. I am from Western Michigan University, and I study fashion design and electronic business marketing. My line for Chicago Fashion Week was heavily inspired by my study abroad experience in Tokyo, Japan. I learned how to do different sewing techniques, like the traditional Japanese way, which is really cool. And I also learned how to dye all of my fabrics the traditional Japanese way using indigo. So it was really cool.
That is amazing. My lead here at Girl Version is absolutely amazed by you and your design, and she just mentioned that to me earlier. And I have a question about your trip to Japan. What was it that inspired you specifically that completely altered the way you wanted to design, that said, you know what, I know what I want to do and what I want to focus on?
When I went to Japan, I was there to study business. So I really wanted to do something creative and artistic because it was lacking during my first semester that I was there. So I was like, I'm a fashion design student as well. What can I do to further like my design and my techniques and build that toolbox of things that I have to offer? And so I just looked up different things I could do around the community, and I found a kimono class where I went and sat with like 20 older Japanese women. I was the only guy. I was the youngest one there, and I just sat there every Tuesday for like 5 hours for like 6 weeks, and I just learned all the techniques that I could from them because they're very knowledgeable, and everything is very structured, and there's so many like interesting things and traditions behind their culture and their fashion. So that was just really inspiring to me, and I wanted to bring it and do a twist with it with American fashion. So
Wonderful. You just mentioned tradition, history, so a lot of care, character, and heart must go into your creations, I'm sure. You also mentioned community, and I want to touch on that a little bit. We have Miss Accordia here today, and I just want you to touch on what that means to you, being involved in a fashion show with your design that is closely tied to an organization that's giving so much back.
I'm just so happy that I could be here and my line can represent this organization in this community. Like, it's a big deal for me to be in Chicago. Like, this is the biggest show that I've done yet in my career. So I'm just so happy to be here and to represent Chicago and give it a good name, for sure.
That's awesome. Everyone's been saying that today, like Chicago fashion, and there are truly some beautiful people in the room. You look great, of course, but you're a designer, so that's not a surprise. If you could offer a small child, if there was a small child in the room that said, I want to be a designer one day, what would be some of that advice that you would offer that child?
I would tell them that they need to stick to it. It's going to be hard. Your professors are going to be mean. They're going to tear your stuff apart, but just stick with it and you'll pull through and your stuff will be wonderful and amazing and you will finally design something that you are truly proud of. You just have to have the patience and work really hard at doing it.
That's amazing. I have a quick question about that. You said that the professors will kind of tear your ideas up and kind of make it a little bit tough for you. Now, in that instance, do you stop what you're doing because that's what you're doing from the heart, or do you try to listen to what they say and alter what you're doing? How does that work?
So when my professors are critiquing my work, they're doing their job. They're making sure that everything is perfect. And like they don't necessarily go after your creativity or like the heart that you were trying to give to the design. It's more of like it's badly designed. Like the model can't even fit in it. So it's more of like the technical stuff. They make you see what you didn't see, and that's good. So that's what I mean by tearing apart. They're doing their job. They're making sure that the garment is functional. So that's very important as well.
So listening to your professors is key. Definitely listen and then still keep your creativity. One of the pieces that you have here today, can you tell us about the one that means maybe the most to you? Is it one that actually you might have gotten actually really tied to or kind of close to? Can you tell us a little bit about that piece?
Yes, well, I'm tied to a lot of them. Like as I said, like I worked on a bunch of them when I was in Japan. So all the ones that I did there are priceless to me. But the one that really means the most is the paper crane dress that you guys are going to see here shortly. I worked tirelessly on that for like 6 months. It was a mess. So each of the paper cranes are individually folded, but they also have notes on the inside of them that you can't see from all of my travels through Japan. I was collecting notes from my friends and from everybody who inspired me. And so like all the paper cranes have notes written on the inside of them. And there's around 300 to 400 cranes in that dress.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just got chills about you describing that. So that kept you going kind of while you were in Japan, those inspirational notes?
Yeah, it was very inspirational. Like, my first semester there was really difficult, but like I found a way to get through it. My friends were really supportive of me. My family was really supportive of me, and I just made it work, and I'm really happy with the results.
I absolutely can't wait to see this dress and all the rest of them and all the pieces. Can you please tell our audience and anyone listening how they can follow you or, keep up with your work and just give your either social media information or your website info?
Yeah, so I'm actually doing a startup business right now, and it's called House of Pariah. We're focusing on sustainability and inclusion and representation is our big what we're trying to do. And you can find us on houseofpariah.com, and also our Instagram, which is House of Pariah, and then our Facebook page, House of Pariah. You can search and find us. So that is how you can get a hold of me.
You all, I'm so excited to be here today. It's been an honor to stand here and talk with Avery after seeing the different things that he has to offer. And my lead and our team are just super excited to be here today here in Northfield with you all. So best of luck. I know you're going to go so far, and we are so happy. Hello, we are here with one of the key factors here today. We can't do anything without hair and makeup, and we are here with Blow Dry Boutique, and we are speaking to Caroline today. Caroline, can you tell us why it means so much for you to be here today?
The charity event is Misericordia charity, and I've known Misericordia since I was really young. So it's a charity near and dear to my heart, and I love doing what I do as it is, so it makes it an awesome event for me.
That is amazing. We actually just spoke with Tracy representing that organization, and it was very heartwarming. Can you please let us know, is there a certain look that you tried to provide today? Were you inspired by any of the weather or Chicago or some of the pieces? Were you inspired by anything today?
I usually go with the designer and his outfits. Weather always helps because it puts a smile on my face as I'm doing it. But we did do a few funky things today with one of the designers, which was awesome, which I love to do. And then we kept it simple with another designer, with elegant hair jewelry, which I like to use as well. We did. But all in all, it was a nice overall difference between the two designers. So it kept me going.
Nice. So we'll definitely see some differences and some character today. Absolutely. Can you let me know if there's any specific 2018 summer flair or flavor that you have been inspired by that you think is going to happen this summer here in Chicago, since you're a creator?
Well, that's a good one. I don't think I've gotten that far yet. I'm usually, like I say, I go with the flow. Whatever's in, I'm in. We've got a lot of balayage going on these days. We've got a lot of funky pastel colors are coming back in again, which is very cool. I love to do as well. But again, it depends on the area you're in. It's variety for me. I do anything and everything. I go with the flow. If the season brings it, I bring it. So it's pretty good.
She says if the season brings it, she brings it. I love it, and she's absolutely beautiful. Can you let our audience know how they can get in contact with you and your business? Because I'm sure they're going to see some amazing things today and want to contact Caroline.
Well, I can be contacted. I got two businesses. One is Blow Dry Boutique, which is the business that's presented here today. And I've got A La Mode, which is my baby, my first. They can call and contact me there, which is 847-679-0255. And just make an appointment for either place. I mean, they just tell me they've heard about us at the fashion show, since I'm the only designer here, actually hairdresser, hairstylist, salon, and then we'll go from there.
Caroline, we appreciate your time. You're beautiful. I can't wait to see what happens on this runway, and I'll know exactly who did it. So that is wonderful. You might hear from me as well, because I missed the memo today about hair and makeup. I know.
You're beautiful anyways.
Oh, thank you.
It was so nice.
Thank you. So nice to speak with you, and thank you for being with us at Chicago Fashion Week. Here with Tony.
Tony Long from Fashion Bar.
Oh my gosh, Fashion Bar, Fashion Week, he's on the board. He's the reason we're here. I don't know what more I can say in this beautiful Volvo establishment here in Northfield, Illinois. I'm bubbling over with energy. I just want to know what Tony has to say about today, being a lead on this project, connecting so many amazing people, the community-based organization, the designers, the fashion show, runway models. What do you have to say, Tony?
Well, I'm just thoroughly excited that you guys are here tonight. And I'm also very excited that Volvo Northfield was allowing us to have us be here this evening. And just really excited about the diversity that fashion has to bring. It's overwhelming, and I just love every aspect of it.
And you said some key terms. He said diversity and bringing people together, and that is exactly what we have here today. If you could tell us one thing that you have done differently maybe this year that you're really propelled by and inspired by, what would that be?
Well, I think one of the major things that we've done is, or I've done this year, is that I can't do these shows all by myself. I mean, last October we did 11 in 7 days, and this time we're doing 7 in 7 days. So the goal and what we've been able to establish, and I say we because it just can't be me, right? And so we've been able to establish a group of board members to help facilitate the growth of this industry. And when we say the growth of this industry, is creating a platform where fashion designers here in Chicago and in the Midwest get national, if not global, credibility when it comes to fashion itself.
That's amazing. We spoke with Luca earlier, and he is super excited, and he has so much energy. Fashion Bar Chicago, I know today is day one, but can you tell us what we can expect for the rest of the week, please?
For the rest of the week, we are doing several shows. We've got a ready-to-wear show that's going to be at the Batterbrow in the by McCormick Place.
Okay.
Then we've got the trans show, our trans media and fashion show, where we embrace trans youth and give them a platform where they can see value in their lives within the American society. And that's on Sunday, April 29th. And that is, the event is actually, the location is sponsored by an organization called Evolve Her, which is women supporting women in professional and business services. And they are giving us the venue space to elevate our trans youth to showcase their pieces by Angela Wang from Chicago.
Very nice. You are connected to a community-based organization here, and I'm just really excited about that. We spoke with Tracy, and Misericordia has been given accolades by even Diane from Channel 7 News. Can you just let us know what that means to you to be connected to such an amazing organization?
Misericordia is a pretty amazing organization. I've actually worked with them in the past, and I've had friends that have family members that have been dealing with the issue. And with that being said, wellness is the foundation of fashion and beauty. So when you think about wellness, it impacts a lot of different things when we talk about Misericordia, American Cancer Society, Family Rescue, a lot of the organizations that we worked with that instill growth and responsibility and give people a platform where we bring diversity together and just embrace. So in that aspect, you know, like I said, wellness is the foundation of fashion and beauty. Misericordia celebrates that by educating and by bringing support, which is what we do in fashion, which is what we do with beauty, and which is what we do with wellness.
You all, he's literally giving me chills. I don't even know how I'm still talking. There's just so much passion coming from him about this, and him saying that wellness is really the backbone of fashion and beauty and anything. I've never really thought of it on that level, and that is so deep. I love that. I love that.
One thing I want to share with everybody is that, you know, when on an industry level, Chicago does not have a fashion industry that's viable or national. So if you look at the diverse group of people that we have here today, from the nonprofit organizations to the entrepreneurs to Volvo, you know, you bring all these people together from the North Shore to the South Shore, to the West to the East. This is the true Chicago. So if we're going to brand this city, we're going to brand it correctly, because if we brand it correctly and bring these diverse groups together, we can create 30,000 new jobs by a viable industry. New York does 300,000 jobs within their fashion industry. If Chicago did 5% of that, we would create 30,000 new jobs. It's about bringing the city together and celebrating it. Because you know what? Fashion, beauty, and wellness can combat homicide, crime, and corruption.
And we all know that we're dealing with a lot of that here in Chicago, so that is very key. Yes.
Look at it in a whole picture and you'll understand it. So you just have to see it.
That is so deep. I love it. I love it. Tony for mayor and all of that great stuff for Chicago. He has plans not only that deal with fashion, but that expose the entire city to jobs and just expanding the mind and thinking on a different level, even politically. I love that. So, Tony, if you could tell us one thing that you want us to know, how people can stay connected, get behind your brand, help to push this amazing idea in Fashion Week and, of course, Fashion Bar Chicago, how can they do that?
Look out in 2020, we're going to be at McCormick Place running about 80 fashion shows in 1 week. And we're going to compete with New York Fashion Week, LA Fashion Week, Paris, and London. And the goal is basically to bring these organizations together and let them realize that there is a platform for Chicago in the national and global fashion industry. In 2020, we will bring that.
I love it. I don't know what else to say. Tony, you are absolutely amazing. It's been a pleasure spending time with you. I know we need to get this show on the road. So thank you so much. Get your life with Girl Version. And I'm your host, Shartia Divine.
Don't you be naughty, naughty.